Hey there, Munchie Mafia. Welcome and happy Sunday night. So, tonight is the Sivi send off because I will be going to jail for about 2 to 3 weeks. And when I say I'm going to jail, it doesn't mean that I'm getting locked up and put in prison uniform. It's my assistant quit, and I had a lot of problems trying to find a replacement person for him because nobody wants to tell the truth about whether or not they can actually pass a criminal background check. So, yay, I finally found somebody. It's not going to be like it was back in October when I was stuck there for 3 months, almost nearly straight, with 1 day off every 13 days. Yeah, so let's get to it.
Somewhere in western Washington, there is a cozy century-year-old kitchen in a tiny historic mining town deep within the shadows of Mount Rainier. It's where the Munchie Mafia meets on YouTube every Sunday night for an hour of magic, mischief, and mystery with the colorful wheel of culinary misfortune. A kitchen witch weaves a little magic over a cast iron pot upon a stove. The townspeople thinks she's a little strange, but she pays no mind to the subdued whispers as she passes by with her ginger familiar following close behind. A little dash of love here, a tiny pinch of passion there. With the stirry stir of the wooden spoon, she mixes flavors that soothe the soul. The wheel goes round and round, stopping at one ingredient at a time. Some are winners, some are losers. Who the fork suggested Twizzlers? Oh, 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 you're going to hell for that one. Like and subscribe to Munchie Mafia Official and fondle that little bell icon. You may or may not receive notifications. YouTube features are so bipolar. Oh, thank you for coming, dear friends. Oh, 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 round and round and round. A whiskey whisk of mystery, a stirry stir of mischief, a bakey bake of whimsy, and some laughy laughs. Go get yourself a drink, get some tasty snacks as we get this dumpster fire started. Oh, 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 round and round and round. With the flick of Sivi's wrist and a wave of a mystical wooden spoon, let's brew some magic together with all these twisted ingredients that all of you chose. And whoever suggested those damned Twizzlers, oh, 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 you're going to hell for that one. Hashtag blame Tiger, as Chef Sivi says. Oh, 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 oh. Cook with love and eat with passion. Live with desire that's deep within the confines of your soul.
Oh, yes, Katie, it's the banana. Hello, people. Okay, so we got 16 people in here. We got Demoose and we got Peaceful Des, and of course Tim Mitchell. He has to be here. He's got to run the show, and it's against his will. And just Jason Keto and Simon from Yes I Can Barbecue. And let's see here. Tiger's here. and When Larry Sings, and Windstone's Chronicles. Let's see here, Katie's Kitchen, Leonica. Who else do we have? I'm almost down to the bottom. And Stephen and Jacqueline, Cooking with Stephen and Jacqueline, and Teresa and Greg, our other mod. And did I say Katie's Kitchen? I might have said Katie's Kitchen, but Katie's Kitchen and Al Q Lunacy. All right. So, like I said, I'm going to be gone for about 3 weeks. Going to be working. I might do some live drives on the way home so you guys know that I haven't, like, fallen off the face of the earth or something. Okay, so our mystery ingredients, because we were sick last week, still kind of sick, but it is what it is. Dates, tamarind, pork belly, corn, and smashed potato. So let's start off with the dates, and we soak them in some water for a bit. We're going to put them into the blender. These are pitted, so you're going to want to make sure that you don't put pits into your blender unless you don't like your blender and you want a replacement. I'm going to put a little bit of this water. We're not going to put all of it. And let's see here. I'm going to turn it on. This part's the part that takes the longest, and it's kind of annoying. Okay, so we got a really thick pasty paste of our wonderful date puree. It looks like baby food. Okay. Put that there for right now. Let's unplug this for right now so I can get this out of the way. And stick it under my table where it belongs. Gonna get a pot. We got a pot, and we're going to put the dates in here, just like so. And I'm gonna get a spatty spat, and we're gonna scoop it all out. There we have that. And I also have something else that we're going to add to this, and another something else that we're going to add to this. And then we're going to just let it reduce on the stove. So, Lucille's barrel-aged honey, and it's been cured or aged in oak barrels. Nice dark color, and it tastes absolutely divine. We're just going to put just a smidge, like we really need more sugar. But here's the thing, is that pork belly loves sugar. It loves a sauce. It needs a sauce. It needs some love. And the way you give it some love is you give it something sweet. All right. And now, does it ferment? Yes, you can ferment it. Balsamic. I hate these poor spouts that they put in these things. Barrel aged. Yes, it's barrel aged, and it's actually a local honey. Hang on one second. Let me drizzle this nonsense in here real quick, and I will give you the name of the company. It is Angel Fox Foods, and it's in Sumner, Washington. This is batch number 11. Let's go to the upstairs camera for a second, and I'll show you just how freaking beautiful and stunning this color is. That's a color. I mean, it almost looks like uh, maple syrup, but it has an oaky finish to it. It's just freaking amazing. Al, you got to try it. Um, next time I go to the butcher shop, I'll see if they have it. I got this about a month ago, and it's really good. It's really, really, really good. It's also great in cocktails. All right, so that's about a cup of balsamic and one package of the dates. And we're just going to put this on the rear burner, and we're going to turn that on for a sec. We're going to get this to bubble up and get all nice and happy and brew. Let me get this out of the way. Move, puppy. Get that out of the way. All right. So let's talk about the rest of our ingredients. I, of course, love smoking things. I smoke just about anything I could possibly smoke, including Funyuns. I've also done Cheetos and avocados and eggs, of course. I even tried smoking a cheesecake once. Not recommended. No. So anyway, smoke. It's like, so for our smashed potato, we got Yukon Golds, and they've been smoked. And then we got our corn that's also been smoked. We also have our beautiful pork belly, skin on. Still need to render some of it off because it's a bit of a chilly day today. So I was struggling with the smoker today. Anyway, so here we have it. Look at that. What I used was some oh my god, so good. Some Montreal steak seasoning and J&D's candied bacon seasoning. J&D's used to be a local company to us, but then they moved from Kirkland or Issaquah. Yes, I have smoked cream cheese. I've done that with the cold smoker and with the hot smoker. So what you do is you put it into a dish and you stick it in, you put some cuts through it so that it has more surface area for smoking. And then you just stick it in the smoker and let it get all happy and whatnot. And if you're looking to make something out of it, like a dip or something, then you just fold it in with all your other stuff. What smoke did I use? What smoke I used is, or smoker? Smoker, or you want to know what kind of wood? Oh, the wood, I used hickory. I didn't want it to be too harsh. Like mesquite can be very harsh in cabinet smokers. Offset smokers, it's a little bit different. With cabinet smokers, you kind of have to mix the woods together a little bit, just to help tone down that harshness that mesquite has. So I used hickory. Partly because I couldn't find my bag of pecan, because lately I've had a love affair with pecan wood. So anyhow, there's that, and there's this, there's that. All right. Hello, Tuber Chat, and hello, Katie's Kitchen. Welcome. Or not Katie's Kitchen. Why? I'm looking at Katie's Kitchen's name, but I mean Tiffany. Hi, Tiffany. It's been a rough 2 weeks. Both of us have been sick with some sort of icky sickness for a couple weeks now, and we're just getting over it. But still, it's like my sinuses feel like they're still gonna implode on me. But at least today I can talk. Yesterday I could talk a little bit better, but the day before, man, oh, it was rough. Roughly rough. Hello, Arlene, and hello, Lance, and hello, Jody. All right, so this pork belly still has some fat that still needs to be kind of rendered off. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually cut this into pieces, but it's nice and succulent. I got this over at our local butcher shop. I didn't go over to the Asian market down the street from where I work, mainly because what I just didn't want to deal with the parking. They got the most crappiest parking, and we got zombie tweakers that hang out in that parking lot all the time, and I just didn't want to deal with it. And and I was stuck in interviews all stinking day long. It was really annoying. You know what? Tax. Holy hell. So anyway, I've got a little video that shows the pre-live stuff. So maybe Timmy can run that. We're having some problems with StreamYard. You got it? Okay, it is 5 hours before live, and I've got a pork belly here, and we've got our East Oak smoker. There's some stickers. There's Jonesy, and yes, I can barbecue. Of course, off-topic squirrel and me. Okay, back to this. So, went to Blue Max Meats up in Buckley to get some pork belly, and so here we have this beautiful pork belly, and it is rubbed down in some Dijon mustard, and then it has just a basic bitch seasoning of Montreal steak seasoning, and then I also added some candied bacon J&D seasoning to it. We're not making bacon, but I figured bourbon pecan would be a really nice touch to go with this, especially with the direction that I'm planning to go. So I hope you all enjoy. Back to the live. All right. Hey, Pete. Hey, Nora. Sorry. There's technical difficulties with StreamYard, so it did not load the 30-second video clip that went with this, where I opened up the smoker 1.5 hours later and stuffed the corn and the potatoes in there, and then just let it go on its happy way. So sorry about that. All right. So what I got on the back burner is my cast iron pan, and I preheated it in the oven at 375 degrees for approximately 20 minutes, just so that we got it all preheated. I like to preheat my cast iron. We're going to give it a pretty good amount of oil. And we're going to turn that on. We've turned this down to a medium low. As you can see, it's nice and bubbly right now. It's just looking great. I just got to keep an eye on it. Don't let me forget, guys, because when this stuff burns into a pan, I might as well throw this pan away. And this pan is older than my oldest kid. Had it for that long. It's actually a wedding present from wedding number 1. Okay, so now I'm gonna get my tongs. I'm gonna bring my pork over here. I've dribbled all over the damn place, and we're gonna go skin side down because we want to get some of that crispiness on that skin. So we're gonna put a lot of oil into the pan, but we're not deep frying it. Skin side down. This is just, I had to steal a piece of it off of there, and this stuff is just freaking amazing. The smoke on it is just, some of the skin peeled off of that one. That's okay. Oops. Fat side down. Fat side down. Get down there. All right. I don't know what it is, but lately these ow, son of a, ow, that burned. Oh, stop. It don't like me. All right. These mystery wheel of misfortunes lately have been really simple. This one took me about 5 minutes to figure out what I was going to do with it. But stop! Why so angry? Pork is hating on me. Ow, ow, ow. Stop. I gotta have a lid around here some more. Ha! Wow, that's really popping. Wow. Okay, so let's come back over here. Girls, scoot over. Scoot over. All right. Wow. Should probably turn the fan on, huh? Did we have a power outage recently? All right. So, oh, forgot all about our tamarind. We're going to throw our tamarind in there. We got to have tamarind. Oh, son of a... Wow. Okay. So, stop it. All right. It's angry, man. It's freaking angry. I don't know why. All right. Hates me. There's lots of hatred today. All right. And yes, I love to smoke my corn. I just leave it in the husk. As you can see, the silks just come off really easy. You just peel it and then go. And, you know, if you wanted to really get fancy schmancy, what you could do is gently peel back the husks and then slather it up with whatever seasoning you like, and then pull it all back together. Use a little bit of string and then stick it in the smoker, and that flavor of whatever seasoning you put on there goes right through, and it just makes such a wonderful flavor. And then after you've cut the corn off the cob, what you can do is you can then take the cob, throw it into a pot, and make some corn stock. Maybe even throw in some shrimp shells, and oh, so good. Anyway, so hey, Michael. Michael is one of my very dear old friends from many years ago. Hello and welcome. So, anyhow, there. Alrighty, Roo. Now, what I'm going to do is get my knife. That's very dirty right now. I'm going to clean it all off. So, yeah, 2 weeks at best, 3 weeks at worst, even longer, and I might be looking for another job again. And I might even just go out with a bang and do something that revokes my security clearance so I cannot be invited back again. So if my boss is watching, I've got a plan, man. So I don't like the idea that, I'm having to give up days off. But I'm going to take one for the team because I'm all about team. So for those that have never that don't know me very well, I work at a jail and I'm a food service director for the jail. I wear all the hats in the kitchen, including baker and dishwasher when needed. Order a ton of whole bananas. Yeah. Okay, so there's a story. And for those that have not heard the story, about a couple months or so ago, the oranges were looking really, really, really ragged. And we usually order oranges as the fresh fruit that they get every morning, because apples is a little hard to eat for these inmates. Most of them are drug addicts. They're missing teeth or they got bad teeth. So apples is not a thing. Plus, oranges is good for scurvy, and that's what that's all about. But you know what else is also really good for scurvy? Potato skins. So with that in mind, we keep potato skins on the potatoes when we go to make mashed potato. But yes, so everybody was really, all the inmates were really thoroughly enjoying the fact that we had bananas, because I was getting tired of buying these stupid oranges, and I was ending up having to throw away a third of them because they were just absolutely disgusting, right? They were either messed up in the head, or they were not ripe enough, or some of them had blight in them, so that they were, you break it open and it's brown on the inside, and it's like, oranges are not supposed to be brown. It's supposed to be, well, orange, unless it's a blood orange. So everything was going great. We were taking the leftover bananas that we didn't have enough of to feed the jail one more round. So they were getting them over the weekend when I wasn't there. And we would turn the leftovers into banana cakes so that everybody in the jail could have banana cake for dessert. And it took about six or so bananas per full sheet pan. And we usually bake 2 to 4 of those off each day, maybe even 4 to 8, depending on our current census and whether or not cake was going to be served twice in one day. So here we are. They're all happy about it. They're loving the whole idea that they can have bananas. Oh, we're putting some cornstarch in with our corn. What? That sounds weird. Well, don't worry about it. Jim Baldridge's secret seasoning. So here we are with the bananas. They're all enjoying it. They're really, really loving it. And then all of a sudden, it's like one day I walk in, I'm all cheerful, got my coffee in hand, keys in hand, sling bag over my shoulder, walking in, saying good morning to all the corrections officers. And the sergeant stops me and she goes, "So, what is the deal with the bananas?" And I'm like, "I don't understand the question. What do you mean? Is there a problem with the bananas?" "Well, no, yes, no." So I stop and I ask her, "Okay, so can you tell me what is wrong with the bananas?" And she goes, "Well, the inmates are, well. And I'm like, "No, I don't know. I don't understand." "Well, they're doing things with their bananas." I'm like, "What do you mean? Doing things with their bananas? What are they throwing them at each other or something?" And she goes, "Well, no, you don't understand. it's. And I'm like, "No, I don't know. I don't understand." And she's looking at me and she's got her head all tilted sideways and I got my head tilted sideways like I don't get it, right? So finally, 2 and 2 made 4 in my poor little brain at 8:30 in the morning. And then she goes, "Inappropriate things." And I'm like, "No, really? Thank you, Teresa. I got this on Temu, of all places." Um, so anyway, no, that can't possibly be happening. Please tell me that people are not doing that with their bananas. She goes, "Yeah, you're probably going to have to cut them up in half and peel them." And yeah, no. So they don't get bananas anymore because they were doing inappropriate things that's not meant to be for YouTube. So I can't get any more graphic than that. But just imagine, if you will, that's why there's that graphic. Puts the lotion on its skin, man. I'm telling you, it's just. And so one day I'm like, "Hey, Joey, welcome." So yeah, I just can't. It's like, wow, grown ass people doing inappropriate things with their bananas. And so I'm sitting in the trunk of my car, and so I end up texting She Cooks and Roasts. I don't know if I still have that. Oh wait, my phone's dead. Never mind. But so I texted her the story about what just happened, because it's like somebody else has to live with this visual for the rest of their lives, besides just me, right? And she left me a voice message, just cackling up a storm. And so the following day, on my way to work, I realized, oh my God, it's corn dog day at the jail. Am I going to have to ban corn dogs now? Because, so I'm like stewing over that, and and thinking to myself, what people in their right mind? Okay, so we're putting the creamed corn on the back burner. We threw some heavy cream in there. Hopefully I got enough heavy cream, maybe a little bit more heavy cream. And we're just going to let this go and do its thing for a little bit. And come back over here, and we're going to check our pork. Hopefully it doesn't spit at me anymore, because I'm about ready to pull it out of the pan or out of this pan and spank it a few times. Send it to its room. So that's the story about what happens when inmates go all sorts of crazy with freaking bananas. It's like, do these people not have anything else better to do with their lives Man, I don't know how to cut anything to save my life. Okay, so now we got a nice crispy skin. Of course, I didn't cut all the way through it. Like a dum-dum that I am. That's okay. So we're gonna flippy flip it. All right. Look at that. That is just absolutely stunning. I mean, you just can't go wrong with this. It's like got a nice, beautiful amber hue to it. I think I already flipped that piece. Okay. Flippy, flippy. Come on. I really need to sharpen my knives. I meant to do that, but sinus infection from hell kept me from doing anything other than laying around in bed feeling sorry for myself and yeah. So there. Get a flippy flip. There we go. All right, so I need a cutting board real quick. All my cutting boards are slowly getting dirtier. And I have not yet thrown my old decrepit boards out. I want to get one more stainless steel cutting board so that I have a total of 3. That'll work. It's a utility knife. All right, so smashed potato. We're going to put a little cut in the top. Don't cut all the way through. We're going to squeeze it just like so, just like so, just like so. Just like so. And you can put cheese in here if you want or not. It's entirely up to you. But we're going to give this a really good hard sear. So let's get some salt and pepper on there. Got this from LQ Lunacy's. And he was running a cool thingy on his channel one night. And Timmy decided that I needed to have one. Whole set. Makes things go so much faster. Because I am getting up there in age nowadays and starting to feel arthritis a little bit. All right. Alrighty, Rue. Now we're going to just bump these around a little bit. Scoochy them over. Oh! Hello. Thank goodness I'm wearing glasses. Now we're going to take these. We're going to drop them down. Just like so. Cut side down. Put these over here. Oopsie, that one fell apart on me. Hey, don't do that. You're supposed to look nice and pretty. All right. I'm going to take these bad boys out. We just want the skin crispy. As much rendering as it's going to get. Okay, so now that we got that out like so, just going to let these sit and get happy on this cutting board for a little bit. And we're going to move these potatoes more to the middle, and we're going to actually turn the heat up a little bit. And then we're going to get the potato masher. And we're just going to give it a smashy smash. Just like so. Let them get happy right there. Maybe hit the other side with some more salt and pepper. Just like so. I'm gonna have to remember to wipe these things off. All right. Hey, Budget Bonsai. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. In case I missed anybody, I'm sorry. Alrighty, Rue. There's that. All right, so what we're gonna do is take a pokey at our sauce, and that is just absolutely stunning. I'm gonna move those tamarinds out of the way. They're just there to give it a little bit of bitter, because we got the acid from our balsamic, so we need a little bit of bitter to offset the sweet. We got two different kinds of sweetness, but also there's a little bit of acid in honey as well. So we want to make sure that, you know, everything's balanced out. That is hot. All right, let's go stir our corn. So our corn is not getting nice and reduced. That's looking quite good. Now, if you want, you can also add some red pepper flake to that. It's all up to you what you want to do. We're gonna just let those get happy for a moment. I'm gonna set this over there. Just got to remember there's pork on there. Oh, I know, girls. These girls are such pork demons. It's quite funny. Never seen dogs be so in love with pork before. But these girls are just crazy, crazy, crazy about it. All right. We got some crackling going on over here. Let's go take a looky at them. See if we got anything happening. Should pick up a little bit of that smoke. Get rid of that too. So how is everybody doing this evening? Alaskan Adventures, hello, welcome. Everybody doing okay? No, it's a live. Oh, goodness gracious. So Budget Bonsai needs new email address. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why that would happen. Yeah, munchiemafiaofficial@gmail.com. It's so bizarre. I wonder if there's something wrong with my email address. Oh, Alaskan, we've got 4 cameras. We've got one over here that I'm pointing at, and that's the one that we're on right now. Then we also have another one right over here, and Timmy's going to switch right there. And then we have one right up here at the table. Right there. Hi. And then we got another one right over here. Hello. We have what's known as an ATEM switcher, and it basically allows us to switch from camera to camera to camera to camera. It also has a bunch of other features in there, but we pretty much just use it just to control the cameras. We also can do picture in picture. It does all sorts of swipes. So I could be looking at that camera right here, and then we got, I don't know which camera's which here. Okay, so that's number something. Okay, so I'm looking at you, right? But also in a little box in the corner up here is that camera over there. And then we also have, we use StreamYard to handle all this because OBS doesn't like me. Nobody likes me. I feel so unloved lately. So pop that off before we end up with burn corn, because that's really, really thick now. So use just enough cornstarch to coat the corn just very gently, not a lot. A little bit goes a long way. Okay, so let's take a look at our potato here. We're going to flip it very carefully. Got a little bit of color on it, but then again, these are Yukon Golds. They're not gonna color up as well as they would be if they were russets, because these are waxy potatoes as opposed to starchy. I'm not all that into eating potato, so when I eat potatoes, I would prefer to have the waxy ones as opposed to starchies. So we're just going to do that, and then we're going to come along and get some cheese and throw some cheese on the top and let that melt. I forgot to grab the cheese. So I hope that answered your question. And the ATEM is made by Black Magic. We got several kinds. They're about ready to come out with a new one that's supposed to do 4K, I believe, is what I heard. And they're pretty cool. You can get a mini, and you can also hook a hard drive to it, and it can you can actually record directly to the hard drive and also recall information and so on and so forth. Tiger. Tim, what did you think of the live yesterday? Oh, okay. So, yes, Timmy's in the background coughing. He's still not feeling all that great. He's been struggling through it pretty bad. Okay, so now we're going to get some chives, and of course, we can't be without our smoked garlic. Down to the last 2 pounds, I think, in my freezer. So I think it might be time to do a actual full video on smoking garlic and onions and stuff for smoked guacamole. I know my boss was rather intrigued when he found out that I smoke avocados. And they're really good. And you know what? Here's the funny thing is I cut them in half and I stick them in the smoker, and aside from just a little bit of mild oxidation, it actually prevents the avocados from oxidizing. Because you know how you cut an avocado up and then the phone rings or somebody's at your door, and then you go to deal with that, and you come back 5 minutes later and your avocado has turned as black as a stick of licorice. It's actually kind of cool that I figured that one out, that it actually keeps them from oxidizing, but at the same time it really, really gives it a really good flavor, because then you put a little bit of seasoning on those and then stick them in there. They're just awesome. Yeah. What Tiger just said. Tiger's better at explaining techie stuff than I am. Because to me, the word thingy is a highly technical term, because I'm a girl. I'm not supposed to know techie stuff. Oops. I just kicked the puppy. All right. So now we're going to throw in our garlic just to get it warmed up. It's already fully cooked. Then we're going to sprinkle some chive on the top of that. and then just let the cheese continue to melt and hopefully get that skin crispy, because at least the skin is going to get crispy a lot better. All right. There we have that. All right. Let's get this out of the way. We're done with that. Just put it over here. I do need a kitchen remodel really bad. All right. Avocado boba. No, but I have had avocado milkshakes, which are really good. And I have put avocado in my smoothies before, which was also really good. Mostly because avocado really doesn't have much flavor to it. It's a very basic flavor. It's just, it's a blank canvas of sorts. That's it. It's that with boba pearls. Oh. Thank you, Demus. Oh, okay. So it's like what? Hey, Welshman. That was a fantastic live that you did this morning. We also explained how in the UK, at least I think we did. Yeah, in my little video that couldn't. In the UK, pork belly is belly pork. Fun fact. There is a spider in my bowl. Okay. Huh? Is what?
Is it vacationing in your bowl?
Is it vacationing in my bowl? I don't know. No, it's still alive. Oh well. It's a spider. What's it gonna do? What's it gonna do to me? Oops. Okay. So our potatoes are nice and smashed, and they got some nice crispiness on the bottom. We're just gonna pop those out. 2 for Timmy. I think I'll just have 1. I put those on the bottom. There's mine. 1 for me. That garlic smells so good. All right. And now that our pork is rested and has dribbled all over my floor, I'm going to get a bowl. All right. Just set that right there for right now. All right. Of course, I can't do all of it because the girls got to have some, or they might crap on my pillow at 4 o'clock in the morning. So nice and crispy. I mean, I don't know if you can hear that. It's nice and crispy. It's pleasantly rendered. Yeah, there's that skin. I love the skin part. The skin part's my favorite part, in my opinion. I think it's just absolutely the best. All right. I'm going to have to figure something out with that. I might have to get a little dish for that. There we go. Ow, 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 ow. All right. Set that aside. All right. So now we're going to get a little bit of our sauce here. Scoot the plates over. So here's our sauce. Now, do you want your sauce or no?
No, just sauce.
No, because I don't want to have to listen to you complain. I want a DoorDash. I got a DoorDash. You're getting the crappy pieces. There we go. Okay. Hello, DoorDash. My wife is abusing me by not feeding me food that is edible. All right. I know, right? So here we go. We're going to make sure that we do not have the seeds from the tamarind. And we're going to just drizzle some into the bowl, just like so. And then we're going to just toss our pork right in there. And get it all nice and saucy. Okay. All right. Got our pork. Just like so. And yes, I'm going to eat every bit of this. It is so good. Oh, it's going to be so good. So delish. All right. Set that potato aside in case Timmy decides, oh, I got to have more potato. And then I got to get some little dishes for our corn. Get to stand in my messy ass cabinet. Okay. Corn is nice. It's not broken. Beautifully seasoned. Right into the bowl. Or ramekin. Just like so. And I got a few silks in there. Oh well. Have a little dental floss with your creamed corn. All right. There we go. Squishy, squishy, squish. Just like so. We're going to come over here and get some porky pork for Tim. Sauce on the side. Just going to manhandle his food. Can't get this through DoorDash, Timmy. No DoorDash for you. All right. Here we go. Palate of a toddler, I'm telling you. Palate of a toddler. What? Oh my God, no. No. What is wrong with you? I thought you loved me. Oh, you people hate me. Why do you hate me? Why y'all hate me? I did nothing to you. All right, money shot. You want to see Timmy's or you want to see mine? I'll show mine. All right, so in the pork, there. We smoked the pork. Then we gave it a good good fry in the cast iron. Smashed potato. We can drizzle some sour cream if you want or not. There's no reason to put bacon bits on there because we got pork belly or belly pork. The dates is in with the balsamic. There's a little bit of that barrel aged honey in there. And then the tamarind to help give it a little bit of a bitterness to offset the acid, but also help bring out the sweetness. Then we also have the creamed corn, which is super duper simple. Jim Baldridge's secret seasoning. We got that from Can G. Killing it and grilling it, who I'm not sure is here. Oh, he just showed up. Killing it and grilling it. Where is he? There you are. Hello and welcome. And I see that Eastwind Farms has come in as well. Fantastic. All right. So there we have it. Pork belly dinner. I'm going to thoroughly enjoy this and then probably go and collapse in a puddle and in my onesie and go to sleep. Yeah, so Tuesday I go back to work, and then I'm going to be there for 2 to 3 weeks. I am deliberating whether or not I'm going to be doing some live drives on the way home to talk about my day 1 of 21. Not unalived anyone yet, obviously, because I'm still in my car, etc., etc. So, what do you think? Do you think this one's a winner? I think it's a winner. I think it's a huge winner. I really want some of that corn. I gotta taste corn. Oh. So, Jim Baldridge's Secret Seasoning. You just posted the link. Anyway, they also have big commercial-sized containers of this stuff. You know, like how you go to cash and carry and get Johnny's seasoning salt. They got that size in this stuff. But you know what? This stuff is all natural, and it's made in Nebraska. Killing it and grilling it. His buddy Jim Baldridge. Stuff is amazing. Yeah, no DoorDash for Tim tonight. But you know what? I don't think he DoorDashed last time either, but I don't remember because that was 2 weeks ago. You didn't DoorDash? Okay. So, Munchie Mafia. We're got to get the wheel out because we've got to go for new ones, even though it's going to be a couple weeks or so before I can get it done. Unless for some strange reason my boss takes pity on my poor soul and finds somebody to come and relieve me for a whole day. But then I'm probably going to be like comatose and curled up in a fetal position crying into my pillow. So we will soon see. Hello, Daisy May, and welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Winner, winner, porky dinner. You know what? So, Philippine culture, great example here. You know, it's the Philippines is very pork-centric, you know? And it's bad enough that I had my Filipino card removed from me because I won't eat balut. But if I could not cook pork, there'd be a serious problem. Okay? My ancestors would probably disown me. Just saying. Just saying. Because pig is like, you know, the major meat. You know, it's the main meat. Aside from some seafood, but just depends on how close to the water you are. Okay, Munchie Mafia. Let me take this off. So what should we spin for first? What should we spin for first? And we got a whole bunch of newbies in here tonight. So they get the first crack at putting something up on the wheel. And don't listen to Tiger. Tripe. Oh my God. All right.
Protein.
Katie says protein. So we're going to spin for protein. Any guesses what the spinny wheel is going to come up with? Any guesses? Any guesses? By popular request. How does it feel to want, Tiger? How does it feel to want? All right. So protein. Oh, frickin' A, man. Vienna sausages. You know how expensive those damn things are for the little jar that they are? Okay. Yeah, well, but the pork belly's delicious. Okay. Des said random? Okay. There's Twizzlers. Guess what it isn't? It's Salsa Valentina. Look at that. Salsa Valentina right next to Twizzlers. saved yet another week. Salsa Valentina. And for those that don't know what Salsa Valentina is, it's just a bottle of hot sauce, basically. It's really good. Okay. Yes, the salsa was yours. You're very, very right there, Simon. Okay, so next, Twizzlers. No, it wasn't Twizzlers. Twizzlers is right here. See this? It's not going over there. We got Salsa Valentina. We missed it by one. Okay, so next, what are we going to do? Are we going to do produce aisle or starch? Which one? Yeah, Salsa Valentina is really good. You passed up Twizzlers at the food pantry. Good for you, Katie, because guess what happened? Des ate Twizzlers on a live once. Just to torment me. Okay, so produce aisle. I'm sure of it. I'm sure she did it just to... Okay, we got broccoli. Alrighty, Roo. So that leaves us with the starch. And we got yuca. Which, if you don't prepare that properly, it can be toxic. Did you know that? Fun fact. It has to be cooked. Can't believe that there's a spider in my bowl. All right, let me wipe these off real quick.
You said one more random.
One more. Oh, for crying out loud. Katie, if Twizzlers comes up, I'm going to haunt you for the rest of your life. Haunting you. Haunting. All right, let's see where we're at. Anise extract.
What?
Anise extract.
Any extract?
Anise. Like anus, but anise. Like anise. Anise extract. Sorry, Kitty. Not sorry. Okay, so we had broccoli, Vienna sausage, and then we had anise extract. That's weird how it was all in one spot, pretty much. And then the other one was Salsa Valentina. Where's Salsa Valentina? There's Salsa Valentina. I know, Tiger's like, #rigged! All right. An herb? Anise. Yes, anise is an herb. It's kind of a pod. But it's also a plant. I know, effing rigged. Okay, so now we've got a bunch of spots. So we're going to go with new people that have not contributed to the wheel yet. Yeah, I'll know who you are. So just chime in if you want, or just sit back and do whatever. Hey, David Bennett. God, I haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? How's Pam? But anise is also toxic to dogs, by the way. Okay, so let's start with the starch, okay? So what we have on the wheel right now is sweet potatoes, kidney beans, basmati rice, cornbread, saffron rice, hominy, canned brown bread, wild rice, potato salad, orzo, rye, jicama, and angel hair. And it can be any kind of starch. It doesn't have to be a single ingredient. It could be like a frozen, one of those stupid frozen Stouffer's potato thing, or Bonsai just said popcorn. Yeah, we could do popcorn. So it could be anything. It could be Stouffer's potato au gratin, or it could be like let's see here. Let's go to the produce section. So the produce section. The produce section. No, we got popcorn. We got popcorn. That should be interesting. So the produce section, what it has right now is artichokes, carrots, yellow bell pepper, green beans, peaches, red beets, cactus, rutabaga, apples, zucchini, tomatillos, cucumbers, durian, and artichoke. And the produce section could be fruit, it could be vegetable, it could also be frozen, it could be dried, it could be canned. Tiffany said cherries. Okay, so Tiffany says cherries. All right. You guys are really wanting to get through this. Okay, so now we got that, and then we got that. And now let's go over to the protein. Again, protein can be a canned thing. It could be a frozen thing. It could be a pre-cooked thing like chicken nuggets, but that's already there. It could be jerky. It could be Slim Jims. It could be seafood. It could be.
We couldn't find that last time.
What?
Shark.
Shark? No. Shark is not something I can get.
Right.
Michael says salmon. And I know Michael's never done one because he's never been to a live. But so we're going to go with salmon. Okay. So salmon for Mikey. Mikey likes anything. All right. So next we've got two randos. So what we have now, let me get through the randoms. It could be any ingredient that is human grade edible. Okay. And no, 420 is not an option. But I also respectfully request that you do not say sea urchin, crab, or lobster because I have an allergy to those. I can't eat those. So, oh, and it turns out that I'm also allergic to plantains. The beef tongue almost killed me. That was horrible. Okay, so what we have here, let me read through these. This taco seasoning, wasabi, M&Ms, chocolate, almond slivers. Did we put that back? Or is that something that I forgot to erase the last time? Yeah. Oh no, that was almondine. That's almondine. That's another one. Okay, so almond slivers, sour gummies, anchovies, peanut butter, red wine, and rhubarb. Okay. DoorDash night out of you. What did he say? Beaver nuggets. Okay, so okay. I can't eat shrimp. Okay, so crickets. I actually have some cricket meal over there somewhere. I think it's in my molecular gastronomy box. So we will add cricket. I have an actual tattoo of a cricket on the back of my arm. All right. So now let's go down. We have one more. And Larry hasn't had one in a long time. This is the random section, just so you know. The randoms, I already read them. Now, do you guys want to add those things in there? Or do you want, let's see here. All right, so what we have here, you guys are all just all over the damn place today. Okay, so, all right, so Canadian Family Life says ostrich. Now, we did ostrich about, what, 2 months ago? And I had a problem getting that. I had a serious problem getting that, to the point where they had to actually specially order it from Idaho, and I had to pay a premium for that because I'm having problems getting ostrich and emu right now for some strange reason. Hey, Brandon. Um, so what is chapulines? Chapulines? Simon, what are those? And he also says corn dogs. And then we got Milky Way bars from Tiffany. Then we got roasted tarantula from Tiger. We got Demoose saying V8 vegetable juice. And Katie says a candy bra. Now, where am I going to find a candy? Never mind. Yeah, I know just the place. And it's on the way home. FML. Okay. So then we got saffron and we got buffalo jerky. And saffron is a orange thread that's very, very, very freaking expensive, but I just so happen to have saffron in my cupboard, so it's okay. I'm not going to end up spending any more money on this because I already have it. And it turns everything a yellow color. It's often used in rice, like in risottos, rice dishes. We'll just say rice dishes, and so on and so forth. So then we also have llama. We have bison, spicy fried grasshopper. Oh, okay. So we got crickets on there right now. We
You put crickets on, that's enough.
I've cooked with crickets before. That's why there's a tattoo of a cricket on my arm. I know, because I was serving it at the bowling alley. You were doing what, Sivi? Yeah. So we got bison, we got llama, we got poutine. Poutine is not an ingredient. We got tripe, and we got well, we already got cricket on here. We got cricket. Why do we need grasshoppers and crickets? Tim had some and didn't even know it. Yes, Simon, he did. Shh, don't tell him. They are protein cookies. Shh. Oh, poutine gravy. Okay. I mean, we could do gravy. Okay, so let's. Okay, all right. So this is okay, guys. This is the random. We just need one more ingredient. We got Twizzlers, Great Northern beans, taco seasoning. Now we got crickets, wasabi, M&Ms, chocolate, slivered almonds, sour gummies, anchovies, peanut butter, red wine, rhubarb, and mother effing Twizzlers. Dried squid, Sour Patch Kids. We had sour, didn't we? No, that's under sour gummies. Sour Patch Kids are sour gummies. Johnny Walker Blue. Okay, is it good? Crickets are actually good, and if you think about it in the grand scheme of things, huh? All right, we're gonna go with seaweed. Anyway, so crickets are high in protein, no fat, and the nice thing about it is that they take up far less space. No, not in the refrigerator. Okay, so the wheel's done. It takes up far less acreage to grow crickets or to raise crickets, and compared to cows, to cattle. Now I'm not saying let's stop eating cattle, because let me tell you something. Beef is tasty. I love it when I go out to a restaurant and I order a steak and that cow is being walked to my table and he's mean mugging me all the way there. And I'm like, yeah, baby, So crickets are my Twizzlers, Katie says. Yes, they're high in crunch, but they also don't really have a flavor per se. they take on whatever flavor that you put with
Kinda
them.
like
And
tofu.
well, no, because too much tofu is not good for a person because the
You
amount
can't
of
have too many crickets.
what?
You can't have too many crickets.
No, you can't have too many crickets. You can't have too many crickets. You know why? Because it's protein. And protein helps muscle recovery and helps to grow tissue. Like it wouldn't grow your toes back, but it might heal that wound on the bottom of your foot. So anyway, how do they wrangle crickets? Very carefully. They just
Little tiny lassos.
yeah, little tiny lassos and little tiny nets. And you know, if you go walking into the cricket enclosure with a burlap sack and you clap your hands 3 times and make a squee noise, they'll jump into the bag. And all you have to do is they'll just jump into the bag. They're very timid. They'll just jump right into the bag. Oh, wait a minute. That's snipes. Never mind. What?
Reeves Cricket Ranch in Everson, Washington.
Yes, there's cricket ranches all over the damn place. Because, yeah, anyway. So I guess you're not following the joke, Timmy.
No, I'm not.
Get with the program. All right. So, do we want to go for a? No. We're behind on 2. So, what about a? Do we want to run a zombie race for a giveaway?
We're so far behind on giveaways.
We're so far behind on giveaways.
Let me get it set up.
Yeah, get it set up, damn it. You guys want to do a giveaway? It's a mystery giveaway. It could be cool or it could be really, really WTF. But you'll never know until you win it. Winner, chicken dinner. Okay, so yes and yes. And so if you want in to the giveaway, it could be a smoothie mixer. It could be. No, it's not a smoothie mixer. No, that's what Simon said. It could be a smoothie mixer. A bag of crickets. Either that or one of those deep fried tarantulas. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah. Zombie race? Zombies or sharks?
No,
Ducks?
it's zombies. Get
Zombies.
the names.
Huh?
Get the names.
Okay. So who wants in? If you want in, say me.
Drop a 1.
Or drop a 1. Drop a 1. 1's easy. Doing zombie race. You want me to play Kathy Bates? Oh my god. That would be cool. I would love that. All right, so we got Simon, Katie, Larry, Greg, Tiffany, Damus, Taco. And we got Tiger. McDonald's has cookies. Taco. Where'd you leave off? You got Michael? He's working on it. Where he got? I think he boo-booed.
No, I just hadn't logged in.
Oh, forgot to log in. So I didn't realize that they had chocolate. But then again, I very rarely ever go to McDonald's. The only time I go to McDonald's is if I eat something quickly on the way home. Usually.
Sorry, I got started.
Okay, so we got to start over. All right. So
Simon, Katie,
Larry,
Larry,
Greg,
Ray,
Tiffany,
Vicky,
Damus,
Luke,
Taco,
Taco,
Michael,
Michael, Hit,
Tiger.
oh,
Yeah. All right.
Hit,
No, he's not getting DoorDash, Larry. He's gonna actually eat that.
yep.
I didn't slather his in the date reduction. Okay, so anybody else? Anybody else? Going once? Going twice? All right. We're off to the races. Oh, Tiger, who's really bad as far as as fast food goes is Jack in the Box. Went through the Jack in the Box drive-through and got some burgers, and Timmy also wanted tacos to go with his burger. And of course, getting the dog a burger, getting dog burgers for the girls, and French fries and something else, and it came up to like $68 for fast food. It's like, but then again, at the same time, it's like, what's it cost to cook a meal anymore at home? Because I know what I spend at the grocery store, and it's like, it's ridiculous. Effing rigged. Okay, so you're calling it, huh? Okay, somebody's tripping Tigers. Yeah, I don't like their tacos either. It's like if I'm gonna go get a taco, I want to go to like someplace else. Okay, so we got
Here we
Tiger.
go.
Alrighty, and then we are off to the races. And we got, oh, let's see here. Simon and Katie and Tiffany are all. Oh, wait a minute. Is that one Taco? That could be Taco. We are doing for a drawing. Des. We got Tiffany. Tiffany's in the lead so far with Larry catching up. Oh my goodness, here comes Larry. Is Larry going to win it? We got 50 seconds left to go. And we got it between Taco and Larry, with Taco in the lead right now by a hair, or I should say by an ear. Yeah, we need wheelchair zombies, but we don't have wheelchair zombies in here. Let's see here. At least that wasn't an option, I don't think. That would be kind of cool. And then, okay, so Taco must have had to go pee behind a bush or something, because now it's between Tiger, Michael, Katie, and Simon, and Katie is slightly in the lead over Michael. But then here comes Tiffany coming right back, and so is Larry. And oh my goodness, look at this! It is a race, and it is Katie. Katie, congratulations, Katie. So, anyway, Katie, congratulations. You won. So, Katie, would you like a coffee mug or a t-shirt. Yeah, you missed it. But that's okay. As if you watched the absolute end, there should be something that's called the secret password. But shh, don't tell anybody. Coffee mug. Okay, so I think I've got your mailing address, right, Katie? If not, send me your mailing address and I will get that out to you. Yeah. Katie. I should. Yeah, I'm sure it's in there somewhere. Taco doesn't know what a numero uno is. Okay. Anyway, Munchie Mafia. So it is that time, and so I'm gonna be gone for a few weeks, but I'll try to pop into your lives if it's around the time that I'm getting off. If not, just know that I'm there in spirit, and much love to all of you. And this is the ending from last week that didn't get run because we were sick. So, Munchie Mafia, thank you so much for being here and for all your support. Love all of you, and have a wonderful night. Don't forget, cook with love, eat with passion.
Well, Munchie Mafia, it is that time. We really hate saying goodbye, so let's just say a fond good night, or even a sad little toodaloo. Perhaps even until next time, maybe even a ta-ta for now. We'll be here or on off-topic squirrel, because Poochie needs love too. It's been really fun with all our friends, no matter if you're old or you're new. So before you let that door slam behind you, fondle that like button lovingly, and go back to your life as it were before you hit that play button on YouTube. If you haven't yet subscribed to Munchie Mafia Official, now is that time. What's stopping you? Since you're still here on YouTube, please check in on our friend Judy May. She is the OGG, super spunky, crazy lady. She tastes tests super weird combinations and eats them in front of her adoring fans. Some of them get a thumbs up and others get a stink face as she spits it into a dish towel. She is Judy May Collins. Oh, 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 my, oh my. Don't do it, Judy, whoa, oh, oh, oh. Hashtag friends don't let friends eat tuna and peanut butter Sammy's. Oh, crazy lady. She's so funny. Whoa. Thanks for coming, and please remember, as you are in your very own kitchen and cooking for your family, community, and friends, to always cook with love and always eat with passion, unless it has Twizzlers in it. Whoever suggested that is going to hell. As Chef Sivi says, stir up some magic, whiskey, whisking a little